Hey dolls, welcome to the final interview of this week of StarrStruck Interviews. I am interviewing today Jac Yarrow. Whoop, whoop. The first time me and Jac met at the Jerwood Space where he was rehearsing Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. And yes, Jac Yarrow off the telly. And he was having a costume fitting. And I just went into my friend, and then there he was. And I was like, all right, pal. And he's like, yeah, no idea who I was. And then at the Goldilocks premiere in London, the Goldilocks pantomime premiere, he was there, got chatting. And the next day, I was booked to work as a wardrobe assistant on the Birmingham pantomime, where I worked with Jac. And that's how me and Jac met. We are just waiting for him to join as per usual. I've got some questions lined up. Jac was one of the first people that I interviewed during lockdown, but I wanted to make sure I did it again, did it properly. I feel like I've got a little bit more knowledge now how to interview and how to do it right. It's very nice and bright in Womben today where I live. Very sunny. I'm looking forward to tea. We're having a takeaway tonight because it is, Saturday. And we're just waiting for Jac Yarrow to join. Come on, Jac. Jacqueline, darling, where are they? But first of all, thank you all for watching. It has been such a joy doing these videos, and I can't wait to tell you who's coming next week. And I think Mr. Jac Yarrow of the Television is here. Let's add him. See if he's ready. Show me Jac. Yay!
Hello, mate.
Hello, babes.
Is it working?
It is. I love the fact that we're both wearing shirts.
I put a nice shirt on for you today, just for you.
How's your day been?
Got a Diet Coke at the ready.
Full fat coat. Cheers, babes.
Love it. How's my day been? Yeah, it's been really nice, actually. We've had some stunning weather here in London town.
In the London town, babe.
So I took myself for a little walk.
Nice.
Enjoyed the sunshine.
Lovely.
What else have I done? That's about it, actually. A bit of a lazy day. But it's been absolutely lovely.
Lazy Saturday, babes.
Lazy Saturday. How's your day been, Mr. Adam Starr?
Lovely. I woke up very early. When I say early, Jac, it was 9:30, and had to drive my Anna to have her hair done, and had to sit outside the salon half asleep like this, and then drove her home. But it was lovely. Big wake tonight.
You're a good egg.
Right, Josh, should we jump straight in?
Yeah, is the lighting all right? I feel like am I quite dark?
Norma, if you want to change the lighting, you put more lights on.
No, if we're good, we're good. Come on, hit me.
Let's go. Jac Yarrow of the Television and Joseph and Pantomime. Do you have any light? I'm confused. I've said light now. Do you have any pre-show rituals?
No. I mean, it varies from show to show, I think. I tend to not go in with any, and then I'll develop them as the run goes on. So then there'll be things that I have to do, otherwise I'm going to have a terrible show. I mean, we all know the one about Brucey, where I give Brucey a little stroke on the way down at the Palladium. In Panto, I didn't really have any. I always like to say hello to everyone before, so I'd pop in, say hello to Joe, say hello to Faye, say hello to your fine self, say hello to Dame Leslie Joseph. And then, yeah, we have a good show. I'm a big sucker for anything to do with the voice, so I love me a throat sweet. I love a little steam. As soon as I wake up, I'm banging down the water. Is that a pre-show ritual? Drinking a lot of water?
I would say that I've never had a pre-show until we started doing Panto, and I found myself going, "Oh my God, I've got to go and tell Jac not to ruin it."
Oh yeah, when you'd come up to me and go, "Don't ruin it."
That was just a thing that I did every show before before you went on, which is don't ruin it.
We had a good time, didn't we?
I had a lovely time, babes. You have worked with considering how I mean, your career is just starting. You have worked with so many divas. I mean, we've got Sharon Smith.
So
We've got
many divas.
yeah, no divas in a good way, like as in like
Oh yeah.
not divas as in like all the no. Um, as in like divas, as in like Olivier Award winning, so well known in the industry, like Sheridan Smith and Maz Murray, and then you've also got like Joe McElderry and Leslie Joseph,
Yeah.
and Brooks of the television. Is there anybody that you really would like to work with in your career?
Oh, who did I think today? Julie Walters. I want to work. Well, first of all, I want to do Sunset Boulevard with Meryl Streep at the Palladium.
Put it out there, Michael. Are you listening?
I'm just going to manifest that for a second. Julie Walters.
Yeah,
she's an icon.
Jack,
You are?
what show would you do there?
With Julie Walters?
Do you know what I see?
Go on.
Sweeney Todd.
I'm not going to sleep tonight.
How
What
good's
a shout. Oh my God. Julie Walters as Mrs. Lovett and me as I feel you, Joanna. Yeah, I can see it. Oh my God, I love that. Who else? Musical theatre wise, I love me some Patti LuPone.
I mean, I don't know who she is.
What?
I don't know who she is.
Who else? I've just named females. Why haven't I named any males? I mean, I was really looking forward to working with Ramin Karimloo in The Secret Garden.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed that's still going ahead as planned.
Mm-hmm.
He's brilliant. Yeah.
Perfect. Give me a typical day in the life of Jac Yarrow in lockdown. What do you do?
In lockdown, wake up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy. Wake up, coffee immediately. And then, I mean, it varies. Normally I'll watch a bit of Holly and Phil, a bit of This Morning, or like watch a Netflix series. I binged the entire second series of Derry Girls yesterday.
Amazing.
That was brilliant. And I don't know, I take each day as it comes. Obviously, sometimes when the weather's nice, I can socially distant walk or meet some friends in the park for a little socially distant picnic or whatever. So that's been nice. I ventured into central London for the first time the other day.
How was it?
Which I hadn't done. It was weird, like everywhere being closed. Actually, it wasn't the other week. This was before lockdown was eased. Lockdown. So I just went for a little look around and it was insane. It was crazy. But nice. I feel like it's exciting. I mean, things seem to be picking back up a bit now, so that's exciting. Yeah, that's not what you want. And then, yeah, I'll do something to take up the chunk of my day. And then normally I'll do something really boring, like go and get a food shopping or, I FaceTime people a lot. I FaceTime your fine self and whoever else I want to keep in touch with. I FaceTime my family pretty much every day because I've not seen them for the whole of lockdown because obviously they live in Wales and I'm up here in London town. Yeah.
I mean, if worst comes to the worst, Jack, you could just go to Hyde Park. I'll make you a coat out of bin bags and you can just do the show in the open. Just like whoever's watching.
Oh my God. Shall I busk? You can make me a makeshift dream coat and I'll busk in Oxford Circus or something. I don't know.
Yeah, sure, that'll happen. That's going to happen. Obviously, it's again. Obviously, we all know Joseph delayed, but it is coming back.
It is.
I cannot wait to see it, Jack. It's so strange. No, it's so strange to know you and I've never seen you play that role. It's really weird. Anyway, so how do you think you will you approach your role differently? Do you think that your Joseph has matured? Your Joseph has matured more with you, or do you think you completely know the character and not what you think?
Well, for starters, it would have been 2 years since I've done the show, so we're going to need a little refresh, a little re-rehearsal up in here. So I guess it has to be different because, you know, I'm like going to have to relearn it. I'm sure there'll be elements that are the same. Maybe I can try and sneak in a couple of little riffs that weren't in there last time. Maybe, if I'm allowed, I don't know. But I don't know. I mean, 2 years is a long time. So I will have done some other jobs and I will have matured a little bit. I will be going to the gym after lockdown. So I don't know. I mean, I mean, last time was such a crazy,
Yeah.
whirlwindy might. Like, if it was an emoji, it would be that emoji where, like, his head's been blown off. That's the emoji that represents my run in Joseph last year. Because I left college. I was meant to leave college in May. I left the first week of March, went straight into rehearsals from finishing college, opened at the Palladium, did the show, and then it was over. And the whole thing was like the crazy, like doing Britain's Got Talent, and then doing This Morning, and then doing all these things that I never thought I'd be lucky enough to do. And it was,
drop that in there.
yeah, that was like ridiculous. But that was weird because we'd been closed for so long. When did we close? September. And then the nominations came out in May?
March. No.
March.
May. No, March.
So it wasn't even on my radar, and then that happened, and I was like, "Whoa!" Someone's gonna make that into a GIF. Whoa!
Oh.
And yeah, it was absolutely mental. What did you ask me? Oh, how is it going to change?
Who am I? What do you ask me? What do you mean?
What's my name? Yeah, I mean, it's bound to change, isn't it? It's just, it'll be an evolution of the Joseph. And we don't have the wonderful Sheridan with us this time. And me and her are the only people that really interact with each other on stage, because all the brothers hate me. And me and Jason only have like a split second together. So I guess it will depend who our narrator is. That might change my performance a little bit as well. But yeah.
And you say that you're like, your mind was blowing show. But I've seen you and Sharon and Jason. They were all saying how calm you were compared to them. So I don't think you need to be as worried as you think.
Who said that?
So I was watching an interview. I think it was yesterday. Do my research. This isn't just throwing together people. She does research. And I think it was you and Sheridan and Jason, and you were talking, and they were asking you about what's your first role, blah blah blah. And Sheridan and Jason went how they get anxious for the show, and they look at you and you're calm, you're ready to go. How's that like?
It's all a facade. I mean, no. To be fair, by nature, I'm a very chilled out person.
You are very chilled.
But I think what it was, because Sheridan and Jason are such pros and they've been in the entertainment industry since before I was born, I felt that I had to, and also it's a massive role, massive team, like it was crazy. I felt like I had to be...
massive role. Joseph at the Palladium.
Yeah, but I just felt like I had to be like, oh, I need to be professional. I need to know what I'm doing. When I didn't actually know what I was doing, I was just kind of blagging it the whole time. But no, I was calm. I was calm, cool, and collected for the majority of it.
We didn't go straight. You get straight into there, but you went straight into Panto in Birmingham. And had you Panto before?
No.
Wow. So how did you find doing Panto in such an iconic venue as the Hippodrome, where Michael Harrison and the Kudos team? That at one point, I'd say, this is only my opinion, it's like a really staple theatre to do Kudos pantomime. Like it had, you remember, probably don't remember, which just the baby. Doc One did a whole hour-long program performing at the Hippodrome. So what was it like for you going and doing a show? Doing Panto in general, because it's such a different art form from...
Yeah, a completely different beast. I mean, I got asked to do it when I was still doing Joseph. And I said, yeah, because I don't know if I'm ever going to get the chance to do Panto again. And I thought I want to experience, because that's probably, I don't know, but that's probably why I got into theatre in the first place, because I used to see Pantos when I was a kid all the time. So I was like, oh, maybe I could do a little Panto. And I mean, it was the Prince role, so it wasn't like all I'd do was, you know, do a bit of princely moves and then sing some nice songs. I wasn't the comedy, and I wasn't the evil Queen Leslie Joseph.
No.
Who we adore. So I just wanted to give it a go, and it was completely different. I mean, for starters, you only have a week of rehearsal, whereas for a West End show, you have 4 weeks. So that was insane, but amazing, because we had the best people like Matt Slack, who is brilliant at what he does. For anyone who doesn't know, pardon me, he's like the resident funny man. He is the comedy guy in Birmingham, and he is comedian. Why couldn't I think of the word comedian? He is the comedian in Birmingham, and he is hilarious. So seeing him piece the show together from his brain was completely fascinating. So that was amazing. Also getting to work with people who I'd never get to work with. I mean, me and Faye and me and Joe and me and Leslie would probably never end up being in the same musical. So of course we only get to work with each other in Panto, which was, yeah, now you're thinking of musicals. Sweetheart. So that was amazing because we've made friends for life, you know, like, oh, I love all those guys. They're amazing. And it was just a brilliant all-round experience. Doing 2 shows a day for 12 weeks.
Yeah.
It's tough. That is rough. You do have to take care of yourself. But at the same time, it's Christmas and it's Panto and it's a laugh and it's fun. And it was such a family atmosphere because in a way with Panto, or with this Panto in particular, it just felt like there wasn't any pressure, which resulted in us having, our work was better on stage because off stage we could just have fun and bond as a family rather than the stress of a musical where sometimes you feel like you have to live up to being in a musical.
But it really was. I know people got about a lot. I've seen a lot of people, especially like Leslie and Joe's mentioned it. But it really was such a special pantomime. Like it felt like such. It did. It sounds so cliche.
No, I love. It's
felt like a family, didn't it? And it felt, if one of us hurt, we all hurt. But I just found it was. I think it was so.
Yeah.
Your first Panto, it was my first Panto, whatever kudos, and it was one of the best experiences. I don't think it'll get better than that, Dom.
Well, I'd love to do another one. It was great fun. But yeah, it'll be hard to top.
Yeah. Name 5 things that I will find in your dressing room.
5 things you'd find in my dressing room?
Yep.
A diffuser that has lemongrass scent coming out of it for the calming and the chakras. Probably one of the cast, or 5 of the cast. Having a little sing-song, having a little boogie, whatever. Some snacks, usually some kind of baked good.
Baked good.
Be it a cookie, be it a brownie, be it a bit of cake. We love anything like that. How many's that? 3? Did you say 5?
Yes.
Why am I I've got goldfish brain today. I'm like, what's the question? One more. Pictures of my family and friends. For sure.
That's still 4, baby.
You are?
That's still 4.
Yeah, 5. This is the last one, isn't it? Or have I said 4 already? If I said 5?
No. Well done!
Ben stopped in the house.
Ben, stop! Ben just says gin, 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 and eyeliner.
I should have worn some eyeliner.
Well done. So you would find in your dressing room members of the cast. You'd find a snack. You'd find a diffuser. You'd find pictures of your family.
And you'd find probably a bottle of something fizzy in the fridge.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, Dom.
I'm not even going to lie about it.
That's what I was going to say.
Post-show, Obs.
Obviously.
Never pre, never during.
Never. What was, so you mentioned the first show that you saw was pantomime. But what was the first show that you saw?
See, there's one that I'd like to say, which was my second. But I have to be honest and say that my first was actually Stomp.
Okay.
Which I wasn't like. It didn't change my life. Stomp isn't the reason I want to be in the biz. I then saw We Will Rock You at the Dominion, and I was like teeny. I was on a booster seat. Funnily enough, I saw Maz Murray as the Killer Queen, and then was lucky enough to work with her in Cinderella at Cadogan Hall, and I think she's brilliant. And now she texts me, and when she texts me, I'm like a fangirl for a hot minute because I saw her in We Will Rock You, and I remember it. And then I saw Chicago, so I would say We Will Rock You in Chicago were the first. I think I saw them. I was lucky because my mum is an English teacher, and she and my dad both love theatre, so she used to get a minibus, and she used to drive the kids from her school in a minibus to London to see West End shows, and she'd take me and my sister.
Yes.
How cute is that?
Your mom.
So I know. So the first show I saw was We Will Rock You. That's brilliant. I love you too. Whoever said that. Queen Maz Murray. Yeah, baby.
Queen Maz.
And then Chicago. I just remember I sat in the front row of Chicago, and I think I was like 8. And I just remember there being a whole lot of
8-year-old
angry ladies in underwear, and I didn't quite know where to look. I was like, no, but I loved it.
Tell me an on-stage mishap.
From what show? Any?
No?
Oh my gosh. I've got a lot from Joseph.
Go, Joe.
I never actually fell over. Oh, yes, I did. I remember, but it wasn't on stage. So when I make my entrance in Joseph, I have to go under the ground and then get on a little lift and then come up to the stage in a lift. And I remember there was one show, I can't remember what I was doing downstairs. It was me and loads of dressers. And I think I was just trying to be funny. And I was giving them a little fashion show in my dream coat. And then they were like, oh, you need to come up the lift now. And to get on the lift, there's a couple of stairs. And I just ate, you know what, I just stacked it up the stairs. And I think because the lift we didn't have a lift that opens with another one coming up. It was just one that goes up and down.
Yeah.
So the lift had to come down for me to get on. So I imagined that Sheridan Smith and all the kids that were on stage level just heard, and there was just me on the ground like this, hoping that I wasn't dead or that I hadn't ripped the dream coat. The dream coat ripped once. That was like code red. What else? I must have some good ones, some better ones than that.
I don't think
I nearly slid in the pit. When I do I like burst through, you know, in Jacob and Sons, da 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 da. I run. I'm just gonna sing you the entire song so you know what it is. I burst through the curtains like an absolute hooligan and slide down. I do like a massive slide to the front, and sometimes I would just have a little bit too much energy. I had like an extra coffee or something.
Wow.
And I would just whiz. Or sometimes the stage would be a bit more slippery, I guess. And I would whiz. And the amount of times I nearly ended up in someone's lap on the front row. Oh my God. What?
I don't too many mishaps in Panto. Like, I really don't.
Well, I remember... I'm going to get in trouble. Do you remember that time Joe forgot the words? That me and Joe at the start of Act 2 were doing. What's that Elton John song?
I'm still standing.
I'm still standing. At the start of Act 2. And Joe forgot the words. And I shouldn't be telling this because this isn't my onstage mishap, but Joe forgot the words. And I couldn't even help him out because I didn't know what his verse was. So then he just started mumbling something about Snow White and a dragon and was like, and was just looking at me like this. And I was like, can't help you. Sad about it.
But nobody noticed besides you.
Oh. Okay. No, I'm only joking. No one noticed. It was funny. It was a good one. Oh, I wish there was more. I mean, Leslie used to make me laugh on stage every single show without fail.
Yeah.
If you count that as a mishap.
Mishap, babes. Right, there's a time machine. We have 2 to go and see any opening night of any musical. Jac Yarrow we're seeing.
Ethel Merman in Gypsy.
And that is a really good answer. Well, Mike.
Because I'm really stagey. I don't think people know how stagey I actually am. I'm just a massive fangirl who got really lucky.
Yep. That's the one!
But yeah, Ethel Merman in Gypsy on Broadway. 100%. There's 2 tickets. Who's going? Me and you?
Me, you, and then and Ben Stock. Well,
Ben Stock loves that answer.
So it's going to be us 3.
Great.
Beyonce.
Yeah. That's my autobiography book. Jac Yarrow.
Jack, sorry. Joe, I do this all the time. I do this all the time. Hey, Joseph. I'm sorry. I've already asked you, but obviously your Sondheim show would be Sweeney Todd. Is that correct?
Yeah. Or Company. Bobby and Company.
Oh, yes.
Bobby, baby, Bobby. I don't know if I could do it as good as Rosalie.
You couldn't.
Beep, beep, beep.
Play or musical?
Musical.
You with the calls. If you,
all.
I know that you've already said that you, now that it's obviously gender swap with Bobby, is there any, you could have play any female role, what would it be?
Can I give you like a top 5?
Yes.
Sorry, if you got somewhere to be.
I'll tell you what, and also I'll count them so we don't go to the floor and go 5.
Okay. Mrs. Lovett in Sweeney Todd. Donna in Mamma Mia.
Good. That's a really good one.
Not
a pick, but that's a good one.
Mrs. Wilkinson in Billy Elliot.
Loving these choices.
Knocking it out the park. Louise in Gypsy.
Yes.
Look, like the main, just not.
It took me a long time to go. Who's Louise? Think out Louise. Got it.
Yeah. And one more.
See, I'd like to see you play something like
Adeline in Phantom.
Dolls.
Oh, I tell you exactly who I want to be. The opera singer in Phantom of the Opera. What's she called?
As in, are we on about Carlotta?
Yeah.
Not Christine Day, the young one.
No. Carlotta.
Of course.
What did you say then? Sorry, I cut you off. You said something. You gave me a role.
Did you? I would say I would love to see you, knowing how you are.
How what?
How funny you are. Like, I would love to see. This is going to happen. But if we could, I'd love to see you play like the role of Adelaide in Guys and Dolls.
I'm speechless.
This conversation is going mad. Right, darling.
My hair, absolutely.
Quick fire questions.
Huh?
You ready for your quick fire questions?
Yep.
What is your favourite snack?
Flatbread and caramelised onion hummus.
What is your favourite TV show?
Selling Sunset. If you know, you know.
Yeah, you know. What's your favourite time of day?
My favourite who?
Time of day.
Ooh, evening. Oh, do you mean specific time? 6:43.
Lovely. Jac Yarrow, would you rather be too hot or too cold?
Too hot.
Walk or run?
Run.
Dance or sing?
Sing.
Give or receive?
Give.
Meat or veg?
Meat.
Night in or night out?
Night out.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
I knew that was a bit. Play or musical?
Musical.
Lily Savage or RuPaul?
RuPaul.
Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Hugs or kisses?
Hugs.
Night or day?
Night.
Stephen Sondheim or Andrew Lloyd Webber?
Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Bernard Peters or Patti LuPone?
Patti LuPone.
Woo!
Patti LuPone. What did I win?
You win a FaceTime with me. You're welcome. Wow. We have 36 people watching, and they're all your fans. Is there anything you'd like to say to your fans about how you're looking forward to seeing them at Joseph?
Do you know what? I'm so looking forward to seeing everyone at Joseph. Going to stage door is my favourite thing ever. Or just hearing from people. I have the best. I never thought I'd say this because it sounds really weird, me saying fans. That just sounds weird to me.
Supporters.
But I never thought I'd have fans. I mean, I see them more as like supporters, friends, exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's amazing when I see people tweeting stuff or Instagramming stuff or, posting, I miss you too. Like, they're all amazing. They're so great. And they travel. They came to Birmingham. They came to Cinderella. They come to whatever they can, and the ones who can't make it always message me and say, "I'm sorry, I can't make it." They're the best. They're lovely. I can't wait.
I mean, that's one thing about your fans is that they seem really, and they support you, and it's just great.
You know what? I think it's Joseph as well. Joseph has the most incredible loyal fan base ever. The Joseph fans are off the scale. They're amazing.
Off the scale.
Off the scale.
Last question, Jac Yarrow, on my final interview of the week. What will be the name of your autobiography?
Fake it till you make it.
Fake it till you make it.
Jac Yarrow story. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. Don't worry. Be happy.
I'm trying to think. It's hard.
I don't ever see myself writing an autobiography, though, to be honest.
Well, I don't see yourself playing Adelaide in Guys and Dolls.
Well, not with that attitude.
Jac Yarrow, what would your autobiography be?
If anyone's got any suggestions, comment them now, or forever hold your peace.
I wanted to say from this is good.
Oh, God.
Something like I want to say from the Welsh end to the West End.
Like a Welshman in London, like an American in Paris.
Yes. Jac Yarrow, as a joy to talk to you.
Always a pleasure, never a chore.
Thank you so much for answering all my questions, and thank you for being.
Thank you so much for having me.
So go on.
No, I just said thank you so much for having me. It's been a delight.
Oh, no, delight. And yeah, so this is my first week, and you're my final guest, and I'm so pleased how this week's gone, and I'm so glad that I got to finish it with you.
I love that comment.
What?
Megan's just said. Megan's brilliant. She says reasons orange juice shouldn't have bits in by Jac Yarrow, because all the Jac Yarrow fans know that orange juice does not have bits in my world.
I love that.
It came about because I did an Instagram live where I was eating a croissant and drinking orange juice with bits, and I drank some of the bits and didn't realise there's bits in it, and it was absolutely mortifying.
So yesterday
that was a great story. Shall I tell it again?
No, I love it. So thought yesterday said that people what was it? People in the theatre need help. Oh. Wanting to work in theatre is an illness, Harriet Thorpe. And your top at the West End flea market is going to be, why does orange juice have bits in it, Jac Yarrow?
I'm going to do a TED talk on why orange juice should not have bits, and why pineapple does not belong anywhere near a pizza.
No. Quickly before I go, do you think that you could name all the colours? Not sing them, name them.
Yeah, but I'll have to sing it in my head. I can only do it when I sing it.
You can sing it if you want to.
Red, yellow, green, brown, scarlet, black, ochre, peach, ruby, orange, violet, fawn. Lilac, gold, chocolate, mauve, cream, crimson, silver. Gold, I've said that already. Oh my God, has it actually been that long? I'm embarrassed. Why? You've put me on the spot.
Sorry, guys.
I know it ends in and blue.
And blue.
If you just take any old colours and then just end it with and blue, and then it's right.
And blue. Jac Yarrow, thank you for joining me. Have a lovely day. Love the shirt, doll. Thank you for turning up.
Looking put together. I look like I'm going for a job interview.
Yes, I would like a job. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, doll. Well, it was a pleasure to speak to you as always.
Yes, thank you, Jack. Thank you, everyone, for watching.
Thanks, everyone, for watching.
Bye.
God bless. See you soon.